Well, today, Aurora is offering a chance for people to get even colder on their weekend for the annual Polar Plunge. Now, the event comes with nonstop excitement that includes a 5K that participants can get on in as well. Now, the event is for all ages, where even non-participants can enjoy vendor row and can cheer on all that action. That event starts at 9 o'clock this morning, and it's being held at the Aurora Reservoir. Callie, have you ever done a Polar Plunge?
No, I haven't, but you know, I trained for a triathlon that was in the spring, and I felt like I did the Polar Plunge, and I was training in Boulder Reservoir early in the spring, so I haven't done the official, but I feel like I've done something close. Well, today is a first alert weather day. Not going to be a complete washout. We just want to let you know some changes are in the forecast after we saw that very mild weather this week. Take a look at this. It's like Christmas morning. We're seeing some much needed moisture. Cherry Hills Village picking up more than an inch of rain in the last 24 hours. Denver not far behind, and more rain is in the forecast later this afternoon into tomorrow morning. We could even see a little bit of snow. That's what we have picked up in the high country in Winter Park, 9 inches in the last 24 hours. So some great spring skiing. It's going to be on the slushy side still, but wonderful conditions. Satellite and radar moisture pushing off to the east. Still seeing some heavy rain showers out towards Fort Morgan and Lyman this morning. We'll get a little bit of a break, and then the rain really ramps back up after about 3 o'clock this afternoon. We'll see that pick up through this evening, overnight, and as those temperatures fall, we could see that rain shift to snow. Here's how it all plays out on Futurecast. Stopping this at 4 o'clock, we could even see a few thunderstorms up and down the I-25 corridor as this rain pushes back in. Then overnight, 10, 11 o'clock, as those temperatures fall, we'll see that rain flip over to snow. Again, not expecting really any accumulation here in the Denver metro area, but along the Palmer Divide, the foothills, possibly out across northeast Colorado, where it will be a little bit colder, we could see some slushy accumulation, less than an inch, and most of that will be on grassy surfaces, the tops of cars, things like that. Not going to see any big impacts to the roads. By 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, most of the snow is pushed off to the east. We'll have mostly cloudy conditions, but then we could once again see a few isolated showers tomorrow afternoon. So here's how the snow stacks up. Along and north of I-70, that's where we're going to see our highest totals, where we could see another 2 to 7 inches of snow by the time we get to tomorrow morning. But that's above 10,000 feet. In town, we could really see about 1 to 3 inches of snow along and north of I-70. Again, here in the Denver metro area, really no accumulation expected, but along the Palmer Divide, across the foothills, and in northeast Colorado, maybe an inch of slushy snow. So today, you'll also notice some cooler temperatures coming our way after we were in the 70s, close to 80 degrees this week. We'll be in the upper 50s today, mostly cloudy with those rain showers moving back in this afternoon. Out across the eastern plains, we'll still see some 70s across southeast Colorado, La Junta, Lamar, and Springfield. Up in the high country, mainly in the 50s today with 60s out to the west. And then tonight, temperatures sliding into the 30s. Little accumulation possible, but we could see some slushy snow on those grassy surfaces. And then tomorrow, even cooler weather for the second half of the weekend. We'll top out in the upper 40s, low 50s, so below where we should be for this time of year, with 30s and 40s up in the high country. On the Super 7-day forecast, we'll see 60s return on Monday, a little bit of sunshine, but our next best chance to see some soaking rain will come Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friday is the Rockies home opener, and looking at the extended precipitation forecast, you see higher than average precipitation for the entire state. This is April 4th through 10th, so we're looking at some more wet weather headed our way. Into next weekend, another chance to see some rain, Kennedy, so it's going to feel like spring headed into next week.
Yeah, looks a lot like spring too. Sounds good. Thanks, Callie.